What's up, guys? Brandon here, and I am back with another action figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Avengers basic figures, Hulk, War Machine, and Thanos. The basic 5-inch figures, I got them at Target. Thanos and the Hulk were 13 bucks a piece. War Machine was 10. Really cool stuff. However, since the release date on March 31st, I've literally found only these guys and then the Black Panther figure that I already reviewed, the 12-inch one that talks. It's been very select and very hard to find these guys at Target, and I actually had to ask for these figures by name, otherwise they wouldn't give them to me, which I thought was extremely odd. I don't know if there's another fan or an employee who is hoarding these, but I guess if I ask for them by name, then they have to give them to me. So definitely check your Targets, definitely ask somebody to check the back for you if this is really what you want or what you're looking for. Thanos, I think, is kind of the weirdest one out of the bunch, just because of the size of the character and then also his face sculpt, but we'll get into that shortly. Other than that, very cool stuff. I'm extremely happy to have these and to have found them, and I think this is the rest of the basic figures. So we're going to get these out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so you have these figures out of the packaging, taking a look first at Hulk, a very cool looking figure. I gotta say, I really like the detail work on him, and the sculpt is just amazing. However, he is definitely out of scale compared to the rest of the Avengers figures, which is very unfortunate. I think Hulk has always been out of scale, regardless. So keep that in mind. If you have some 3 3/4 figures, then this Hulk will go very nicely with those. But yeah, so keep that in mind. He's 13 bucks. Is he worth it? That's entirely up to you and dependent on whether or not you're a major Hulk fan or if you really like this sculpt. For articulation, moving in the head side to side, he can look up and down. His arms come out, forward and back. There's a bend and a twist at the elbow, and his legs come forward, not back and not out to the sides. And that's about it. Hulk also comes with this. It is the exact same piece that we got last year. It's a piece of metal or street or both. And then let's see if it fits in his hand. It's honestly, it looks like a very tight fit, but we can try. Or, yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get this one to work, you guys. It's going to be very tight. Okay, so, like I said, a very tight fit, but it kind of works. And I guess you can clobber or smash guys with this. Notice that it does have this where you can attach an Infinity Stone, but he does not come with an Infinity Stone. And that's about it for the Incredible Hulk. Taking a look next at War Machine, a very cool looking figure, one that is brightly colored, and I really like that metallic silver a lot. However, he is a re-release, so if you have the one from Infinity War, you probably won't need this one. I think the paint on this one, though, is a little bit sharper than the previous version. We're going to compare those two in just a little bit. But overall, a very awesome figure with some very nice detailing and some very nice sculpt work. War Machine is pretty cool and is only 10 bucks. So I'm very happy to have him. The articulation, movement side to side in the head. He can look up and down just a bit. His arms come out, forward and back. There's a bend and a twist at the elbow, and his legs come forward, and that's about it. A very cool War Machine figure. War Machine also comes with this gun. It has about 4 different placements and is one solid color. So we can attach this on his back, like this. We can also attach it on his shoulder, like this. And we can attach it on either arm, which I think is really cool. Yeah, very cool stuff. He also comes with one other gun, a huge gun, I might add. And you can tell that this is a re-release because of the old Infinity War peg right here. That's where an Infinity Stone would go. But it is a softer plastic, so we're not going to have as tough of a time like we did with the Incredible Hulk. And this should go on his hands just fine. So we can put one here like this, and we can put the other hand here like this, and it should fit nice and snug. Very cool stuff. Very, very happy to have this War Machine figure. For 10 bucks, I think he's awesome. If you don't have him, I highly, highly recommend him. And if we take a look at Thanos, a very interesting figure, you're going to notice right away something is wrong with this face sculpt. One eye is just a little too far off to the right. And to me, it looks like he is smiling, which is very odd. Aside from that, a very, very nice looking figure with some great detail. I really like this a lot. He is also out of scale, just like the Hulk. But if you have some 3 3/4 figures, he should work out very, very nicely. Taking a look at the bottom of the feet, he does have peg holes. And taking a look at the backside of Thanos, a very, very cool figure. Like I said, very sharp. I really like this guy a lot. I just do not like that face sculpt. And I don't know if it's just the one that I got or if it's all of them. But yeah, not a big fan of that at all. For articulation, moving in the head side to side, he can look up pretty good and down. Well, he can look up. His arm comes out, forward, back. There is a bend and a twist at the elbow. No wrist articulation. No wrist articulation here either. And then his legs come forward. And that's about it. Oh, they do go back just a little bit. And forward. And that's about it. His chest is made out of a soft plastic material, so it doesn't really hinder the arms. You can move them any which way that you want. He also comes with a scythe. This is pretty much the only weapon that we saw him with last year in a 2-pack with Iron Man. And I will compare these two figures in just a moment. But then let's see if this fits in his hand. And with no problem at all, it definitely does fit in his hand. So a cool figure, 13 bucks. Do yourself a favor, find one with a better head sculpt or better eyes, and he's absolutely worth it. For a comparison with their previous counterparts, here's kind of an idea to help you see what's going on. The Hulks are the same size. The War Machines on camera are going to look about the same. And the Thanos that we got from the 2-pack is a lot bigger than the one that we got this year. That Infinity War 2-pack that came with Iron Man came with this Thanos. His Infinity Gauntlet lights up. And
the Infinity Stones are mine. Stay out of my way.
and it was only like 20 bucks, I think. And then this little Thanos is 13 bucks. And I don't know. I just think the one with the glove that lights up is a lot cooler. For the War Machines, the Endgame is on the right and the Infinity War is on the left. They look the same here, but to me, this one has a brighter silver paint and it's just a little bit sharper, whereas the old one has some paint that runs just a little bit. Not very much, but you can see above the arc reactor how that gray kind of runs, whereas here, it's very sharp. And that's about it. Very, very minor differences. Our Hulk figures are exactly the same height, which is cool, but they are exactly the same height, but they are totally different sculpts. Very, very cool stuff. So yeah, this kind of helps you to gauge a better idea of what's going on. Our new figures versus the old ones, and they look very cool next to each other. And for one more size comparison, we see that Hulk and Thanos stand real good in scale with a 3.75-inch figure. And we see that War Machine is definitely in scale with characters like Iron Man and Captain America. Very, very cool stuff. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. War Machine, 10 bucks. Hulk and Thanos, 13 bucks a piece. You can find these at Target. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. For me, it's got to be the Hulk, just because he looks so awesome and his sculpt is so cool. And you guys, thank you again, seriously, so much. I got 1,000 subscribers, and it could not be by any other means than you guys and supporting me all the way. And I love bringing you new content when I find it. The likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, the views. You guys are killing it, killing it, killing it. Thanks a ton. I'm Brandon, and I'll catch you guys next time.